Can you hear me now? I never know if there's going to be any feedback. I don't know why there's no sound. Nothing is set up different right now. I'm just waiting. I just changed a setting. Yes. Is there an echo, Jen, or is it okay? Sound on. Okay. Is that ever weird? I don't know why. Oh, well. Oh, but it's got 3 cameras. I don't want that one. Okay, so here. Okay, how can the sound be gone? Okay. Why that third camera had sound? The funny part is the camera that I removed was not the camera I was using for sound. Now I'm stuck. So we have to use it, and I have to have me in 90 fold. You're like, woo, woo. There's Ange in a lot of different things. Oh, well. Whatever I did, we're just going to leave it. You're going to get a whole bunch of me dancing here. And we'll make our card because I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. That's really weird. I don't know why I can't remove. Okay, can I remove this one? Your camera has watched. Okay, tell me. Pretty purple. Thank you. It's my purple people eater one. Just no gold mining. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we know what we have to do. No, it's not. It's interesting. It's not the wrong one. I don't know why that's happening, but I just won't add that camera back in the future. It's all good. We'll just play anyway. Okay, are you ready? Let's make something. Nope, demo cameras it is. Corey, just what they need to see. Both of me looking tired. Oh, I think I may have even rubbed the mascara all over my face at some point. So we'll just laugh. You spoke too soon. Anyway, we're good. Now let's get creative because I kind of have no idea what I'm doing, but I kind of do. So we're gonna pedal pink it. We're gonna use some new products mixed with some like current product stuff. Sorry. Does anyone else use this technique to open a package of cardstock? This is my ever so classy. No, it's not going to work today. 99.9% of the time it works, but because I'm live today, there we go. It worked. That's called I'm too lazy to go and get scissors. And I'll turn that off. There we go. See, I'm just scared to touch anything right now. Mare, please don't judge the fact that you have my face in like 90 ways. We did something, and now I can't change it unless I start the video again, and I'm too lazy. Happy Thanksgiving, my American peeps. Yay! That's so awesome. Well, that's so exciting for you. Okay. I know, but it's a lot of me on the screen is my only concern. So, first thing we're going to do, just a sec. We're going to do, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so I've got this piece of petal pink. Got it? Now, we are going to use today our adhesive sheets. If you haven't used them, I don't know, what rock have you been under? Get out them. They're amazing. So some people don't like them, actually. I actually had a couple of my ladies the other day in club were like, I don't like them. I'm like, oh, I don't care. I like them. You do you. Don't stress. If you don't like them, it's too the exciting part of a 4-day weekend. I believe it. Oh, I'm on my Christmas holidays countdown right now. It's this slog right here right? Like the school gets a little bit crazy and it's report cards and interviews but you're supposed to still get ready for Christmas with your own family. I'm like, I can't do it all. Anyway, so we're just putting this on. There we go. One more. So the way that these come is they come on these sheets. Now, it feels totally counterintuitive. I peel this piece off. I'm assuming that this is the part I'm using. It's not, okay? So it is the piece that you peeled off. and you don't want to wear it. So you kind of like don't rub it all over your fingers because then you'll get sticky stuff on your fingers. Yes. Now, Thanksgiving, is it does it tomorrow? Is it tomorrow, right? It's Thursday, isn't it for you? I don't know my US Thanksgiving. I need to check my dates. Okay, so he's all ready. Hi, Dad. Okay, so what we're going into, look at this die. This die is incredible. I'm hoping to make Christmas cards and have Lord of the Rings marathon. Oh, that's what I thought, Rhonda. I thought it was Thursday. Okay. Now, this is from a gorgeous new die set coming up called the Two-Tone Floor Dies. It's got some beautiful flowers. We're going to play with those too. But we're also going to mix it with the fitted florets. I'm casing the catalog. As I said, I just woke up so bad. You do? I love you, Linda. Good job. Okay. So I'm going to take my platform. I'm going to put it in. Comme ça, just like that. And then we're going to peel this off of its backing. Now, I will tell you now, I never, ever put these guys back onto that piece of cardboard. They're too big. I don't need them sticking. I'm not going to lose them. They're pretty large and in charge. Now, words of advice. So number one, don't stick it on this side because that would be funny. Well, for me, not for you. But we're going to put it on here. We're going to center it-ish as much as we can. Okay. Now, do you notice the angle that I'm putting it in on? So this is going to be for my drivers out there. You're going to maybe go to the dark side and order this. Okay. But like Mare, it was a total, I don't know what it is. There's something about it because I'm so over flowers, but I'm not over this. Okay, so this is like driving and hitting a speed bump head on. Do not hit the speed bump head on or the car goes boom, 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 boom. Yes, I taught my child that. Can you start again? I needed a quick bathroom break. I love you. It's okay. Apparently I needed a nap, so I just missed my own start. Now, what you will notice is when you put it in on an angle like this, you don't get that kind of stick, the heavy stick. When you first put it in. And yes, I am cutting the bejeez out of this right now. You're probably going, why is she doing that? Well, I'm talking to you. And, I get distracted. And I can see myself moving in 3 different camera angles like a weirdo. But I don't know how this die is going to work. I'm using it live for the first time, which is probably not the smartest idea, but that's okay. Oh, well, it looks like it was a smart idea. It looks like I had really good cutting. Okay. So now we've got that, but we also need a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. Let me get that ready for you. Can I use this one? Sure. I'm going the up and down way because I didn't cut my paper this way to start. So we got that. Okay. We should probably take this out. I'm going to have a geschmazel here. Work it out. Work it. Own it. Okay. Now this, I am the girl who drops this on the floor. Okay. Oh, Boo, are you okay? Yeah. I love you, sweetheart. That was my cute eldest. Love that kid. The little one, oh, bless his heart. So the older one still doesn't have his license. I kid you not. He's 18. Doesn't care about it. Says dangerous. Says driving is dangerous. The younger one has his license, and we were able to get a car last weekend. And so the little one has died and gone to heaven. Understands this is not his car. It is his parents' car that he gets to use. But because he doesn't have to share it with his sibling anytime in the foreseeable future, he is a happy boy. Oh, you're a face-up user. Yeah, I've heard people say that. I have to say, my die cutting machine is pretty spectacular. I don't really have any issues with dies getting cut, but I've heard that if you have a machine that might not be as tight, because I've heard that there's different kind of different tightness on our dies. Okay, so mine cut so pretty. I'm trying to get out as many of the little weird bits as I can. So like that was the little weird bits. That was what I called them. Yes, I kid you not. This is actually a very satisfying sound as it's coming off. Is that weird? Okay. Now, I could have used my die brush ahead of time. But I find when I have an adhesive backed sheet on that sometimes it doesn't pop everybody out. Now you're going, oh my gosh, is she going to make us watch her pop all the leftover bits out? Yeah, she is. Of course I am. It's me. You should expect nothing less from me. Okay. Okay, so here's the fun part. So now what we have to do is we do have to get out the bits because we don't want the bits stuck on. I mean, I've seen people just give up and stick them down, and that's that. You do you. Here's my brush. My only part I hate is when I pop them through, but I don't pop them far enough, and I simply pop them onto the back of the existing pieces of the current card. This actually was not too bad, you guys. Anyone else seeing this? So it cut so beautifully. I have to be careful though, because there is adhesive on the back that if I stick it down to pop some stuff out, it's going to stick to it. Okay. So anyone, very therapeutic. I didn't get your license to in the 30s. Really? Good girl. Okay. Well, you did it. That could be him. We really thought we would encourage him by buying the car for the kids, and it's a cute car. But in typical Joe fashion, Joe's theory is it's an older car. It doesn't have all the safety features that yours has. It doesn't have that little thing that dings when you go to change lanes and someone's in your blind spot. It doesn't have a backup camera. I'm like, yeah, it's called driving, child. Hi, Sharon. Anyway, so yes, we did get a kick out of it. Lucas thinks it's spectacular. And his work hours just got upped. So we were on, since he got his license, we were on a 2 hour per week of free work for mom. And that was in trade for the gas. Okay. So 2 hours of free work for mom. I pay well. You would be impressed. I am. Anyone want to come down and work for me? I really need people. But so now it's upped because now we have to pay for our car insurance too, right? So we're making some thanks. That's what your eyes are for, checking your lanes. I know. They are the shoulder checks, the whatever. He just loves that there's a backup. If in the sense, in Joe's words, he's a rule follower. So he checks and then he checks again. And then he gives you whiplash because he checks again. So he says he just likes the reassurance. Anyone here who's driven in Vancouver? What kind of car? Car, are you ready? It's a Volkswagen GTI. It's like, okay, you guys are going to laugh at me. It's like my 17-year-old dream car. That's so bad. Anyway, snow tires went on Monday so that once our weather turns pooey here, we can still use it. But it was kind of fabulous the other night when everyone was in different locations and I could call him and say, can you pick up, blank? I was like, this is good. Yes. And you know what? I will say when your husband, my husband's a firefighter, but he was a mechanic. That's what his previous job was before he became a firefighter. And so for him, having an older car, he just thinks it's fun. He loves doing that. My kid drives faster in reverse than in drive. Isn't that funny? I'm like, you don't have to tromp on it in reverse. You could give us a little bit of breathing time. They don't. Okay, good enough. We're good. I know. And Corey, it's really cute. I like the plaid seats. What's that? And how did I not know that GTIs had those? It's got the best plaid fabric seats. I love them. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I'm just lining this up ever so carefully. Oh, catching any of my little weird, I told you, sometimes I forget Klingons on the back. And so we have to get those off because the little bits will show through and I don't want them to. Okay, fairly. Oh, I see one there. I think we got him ish. And not that nobody's going to notice. Okay, put them down, baby. Now I'm going to turn it over because I don't want to rub it all over it on the front side in case something wasn't stuck down yet. I just want to make sure I don't catch it. Okay, I have to admit that was not as torturous as I thought it was going to be. And my gosh, is it absolutely stunning. It's so pretty. Oh, yeah. So get this one. Carlos saying good gas mileage. It absolutely is. It's fabulous. But I laugh. He says, Mom, Dad drove my car to my car, as Sean corrects him, our car, to the store. And the gas went down really fast. I'm like, yeah, it's because your dad probably tromped on it and was driving it like a 16-year-old. Yes. Anyway, you have to giggle. Okay, good. Done. Check. Check with the checker who checks. Now, this, I'm going to drop on the floor. And you can do, someone's going to say you shouldn't do that. Well, I do. There. I don't drop it on its edges. I literally drop it on its back side on the floor. And 90% of my bits always come out. I'm just getting my odd bits. There we go. Out. Lovely. Okay, so we've got that. Next thing we're going to do, whoop, lose my pants, is we're going to go to, I'm going to get a little bit of gold foil. Let me find us some. I like this one, but I don't think this piece is big enough. Just a sec. Hang on. I'm coming back. I didn't forget. I don't want like gold. I want kind of brushed gold. Okay, we're going to test if my piece is large enough. If not, we'll go bigger. Okay, so we've got this one. Just a sec. Now, I want my fitted Florets dies. Now, you guys know these ones. These are the ones that we have been using the heck out of in the past few weeks, right? Like everyone's been using them. We're in love. They are in the mini, and that will work. Okay, can I just run over and do that one? Give me 2 seconds. I need the clear plate. There it is. I love the look of this brushed gold with the petal pink. Okay, we got it. Yes, it is, Beth. This is one that's coming. Okay, so demos, you're going to be able to pre-order this in a whopping 8 days. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. Love it. Okay, now we're going to need a basic white inner. So I don't worry so much about the size on the white as long as it is big enough to cover, like, oh, this one fits, but I'm just going to get that middle. Okay. Hi, Annette. Annette, that was so weird this morning. I actually, poor Annette, I went to message her this morning about something and my message wouldn't go through. And I thought, oh, that's odd. And so I went to look where Annette was on my feed or something, and she wasn't there. And I thought, oh no, did I make her mad? Did she block me? And it was seriously, it was one of those moments. I had my panic of like, oh my God, what have I done? Okay, so that's gonna go on the inside. That looks great. Now we need some white scraps. I have them ready, and we're gonna use some dies. Well, I worry, Annette. I was like, please tell me I haven't done anything. I'm so sorry. I need stamps. What did I do with them? Did I eat them? There we go. Okay, now I'm trying, I can't show you the inside of the catalog. So I've got it like kind of hidden over here where you can't see it because as I told you, if you're following along, I'm on page 14. I am casing. I wanted to make this one because it was stunning. So we've got it to there. Now I'm thinking of using some petal pink, some calypso coral, some white. I didn't look at the recipe. We're going to wing it. The colored mini to come in. Okay. You got some? Mwah. I know, but I hate angering people. My mother says she'll tell you differently, but that's okay. Okay, ooh, which one am I using? I'm using this one. Okay. So I'm going to be a bit weird here. Some people are going to totally disagree with my technique on this. I do far better stamping a detailed part first and then lining up this more solid inners than the other way. It's the way my eyes seem to work, okay? Or lack of. So we're going to take you. I'm going to take you. Okay. So I'm going to start with some calypso coral. That'll work. Get it? And I'm going to do my darker part first. Those flowers. Don't you remember that set, Core? I totally do. I think maybe that's why I was like, I love this. I think I loved the look of those flowers and how they kind of came together. Okay, so we've got that. I should have looked at how many flowers I actually have to stamp first before I just put that away. How many flowers am I stamping? Oh, just one. There we go. I don't have to worry. I had your account locked. Why? Like, I don't understand. What do people think they're going to get on my account? I'm like, my dogs. Boop, boop. Okay, now we have to figure out how this goes. Ooh, I probably should. Maybe I shouldn't have done it first. Oh, wait. Fill in the middle. Ha! Got it. Under control. You line up the middle, guys. It totally works. It's all good. Okay. This is it. It's got dog hair in it. Does that count? Oh, it's very pretty. Can you see that? Look at that. That actually worked really well. And all I did was that middle hole in it. It lines up. It's got like friends. Now, but how did they color it? Because it's got color in the picture, but there's no stamp that colors it. Look at me. I'm like, where's the stamp? Maybe they colored it by hand. I don't know. Well, it looks like it. So that's what we're going to do. But it was red rubber. Yes, Corey, do you remember that? Oh, sorry, finger just locked. Anyone ever get that? Ha! Don't lock. That really hurts. Okay. Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to start going in, doing it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Putting some yellow into the middle. Love it. Now I just realized I actually missed a spot when I stamped. So I'm going to see. Yeah, I got it in. What colors did you use? Okay. Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and now I'm just using a little bit of Daffodil Delight. Because if you go in and you take a look, it actually looks like they've gone ahead in and added just for some extra interest in here, little hints. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's not a different stamp. Like I've looked at all my stamps. I know I'm doing it right. So whoever's going to come on and tell me I've done something weird, I'm ignoring you. There. Okay. Ooh, I love it. It's really pretty. In a claw position, it does hurt. I was reading a lovely article about how it's not arthritis. It's like a menopausal thing. I'm like, awesome. Thanks. Because, you know, we're not already winning as females. Okay. So next thing we're going to do, we need a bit bigger scrap. Maybe I'll get some of the smaller scraps. Again, I prepped a ton of classes on the weekend. I was getting out all my Leaves of Holly classes and all those. So I now have a bunch of scraps, and I hate having scraps. It really bugs me. So we're going to use the smallest scraps first. I have seen people start to use their blends on Stamped Image. It is like, it's really satisfying. Here, I'll bring it up to you. It just added, I don't know, it adds a little bit of je ne sais quoi. It's quite pretty. Okay, I'm just double checking the image. Yeah, I feel like I did it right. Looks good. Okay. Next, is that a new stamp? It is. It is called Two-Tone Flora. It's my mom's stamp set. It's a Two-Tone Flora stamp set. Rockstar went to her next appointment, and they're going to be putting her on the list for knee replacement number 2. They were blown away with her progress. Not that I'm surprised. She was like dedicated to this. She was like, I'm getting this fixed, and then I'm getting it done again, and I'm moving on with my life. And I think that she's got this, like, well, as I said, she's got a phenomenal attitude about it. That's the difference, right? I don't think it's easy for anyone. I think it's really difficult. And some people have a more difficult time physically with it than others. But she rocked it. Okay, here. There we go. So I'm using some, I have no idea what they used. I'm totally just, this is like me winging it, okay? So I'm using Evening Evergreen for 2 of them. And then I'm going to use Soft Succulent for the other 2. In the process, I'm going to wipe out some scrap paper. Like it? Ta-da. Whoop, that one. I think I kind of splooched him a little bit. I got ink where I shouldn't have. Don't get ink where you shouldn't. But it's not going to matter because it's going to be hidden where I did it. You ever notice sometimes if you press too hard? Annette, sorry. That makes me giggle. Poor Annette was, we were having a little chat about, you know, when you get people who are brand new to stamping and they like, I always wonder if they were trying to harm somebody or maybe if they're angry at their partner when they come to class because they're like mashing it in. Tap, tap, tap. Light, 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 light. Okay. So on here, apparently I was a little aggressive there. My dad had a hard time with his hip replacement. Mom was a rock star. Yeah. Ooh, oh, did you? My mom was funny. My brother was cracking me up. He's like, you got to come. You got to go talk to mom. I was like, why? He's like, oh, mom's good. We did have quite the giggle because my mom doesn't take, like, she might take an aspirin here or there. Okay, there, we've got those. Is that it? Is all the stamping I'm needing? Okay, now our sentiment is supposed to say, nothing fancy. Oh, I even have that stamp set. Oh, CPR on the stamp. Oh my gosh, that's totally what to do. They're like, 1 and 2 and 3. I know, that's exactly what's happening. I have this fancy one. Here we go. It's called something fancy. This stamp, and this coordinates the same suite. I need the perfect analogy. Tell them not to do CPR on the stamp. I like that. And that's like, that's a great way of describing it. No CPR on the stamps because you will actually kill the stamp. Okay. So I'm looking for what sentiment? What did I say? Nothing fancy, just love. Well, let's look at all of them because maybe I don't want to use that one. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters. Ooh, I love it. May the good you do come back to you. Love it. I'm going to go with the nothing fancy, just love. Nothing fancy, just love. I think that's it. Okay. Does anyone else remember the days where our stamps just came on the red rubber and you had to cut them out? No car on the stamp. Got it. No, not thank you. Oh, what a bonehead. Does anyone else remember that? And you had to have your craft and rubber scissors and you sat and you cut all of your stamps out of the rubber. I would sit at the kitchen counter when my stamps came in and I would do that every time. I was like, yeah, we can do this. Okay, let's find the right one now. There. Nothing fancy, just love. Apparently, thank you was also. I was like, no car on the stamps at first, but the CPR. Yes, totally cutting them all out. Took forever. I was a happy girl when that ended. Okay, there. We're going to use this one now. Okay, you can head back home into your thing. Ta-da. Let's get you a block. Color-wise, what does it look like they used? Looks like they stuck with a Calypso coral tone in there. Like it's kind of got that orangey look. Now, I need a rubber. Where's my, just a second. Sorry, totally getting, I hate that I was so crooked. I'm glad they do it now. Oh, yeah. And then my edges look jagged. I didn't like that. I don't want them to look jagged. Calypso coral. This I have to stamp. Okay, upper right quadrant. Oh, this is, okay, so let's put you on here. Let's put you with your little friend. Say hello to my little friend. Are you in the right way? Because this is like a thing. This is an actual thing, guys. This goes in one way and not the other. I was thinking the stamp set was what stopped me from purchasing. Yeah. Okay, there. That's the right way. So it fits in absolutely perfectly one way and a little bit of gap the other way. So I was just kind of test it before I do it. Ink, 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 tap, tap, tap. It's like the dot, dot, dot. Not a lot. Okay. We have to come up with wording for that then. I think that's straight. Sure. We're going to go with it. I think I touched it before. Oh, I didn't. It worked. Okay. How's the family recovering? What up, Vinny? How are you? I love you. Are you home? Come over, come see me, come bug us. Family's recovered. Everyone's functioning and healthy again. Good God, Peter. It was a gong show. Okay. Now I'm going to say something to you, Peter. You're going to laugh. You do know you made your Mother's Day today, right? I got a phone call at work. Peter, you're so special. Yes, he's home. Okay. So my brother and I have a rule. I don't like to know when my brother's going away. I like to know when my brother comes home. Pete, I'm going to say it. He scares the bejeez out of me. He's into high-risk sports. He is. And I love him dearly. And I love that's how his brain works. Because it's so different than mine. But I'm going to tell you, it scares the bejeez out of me, which he finds quite funny. So yeah, that's our rule. Pete always tells me when he's home. Okay, there we go. Yes, Joe did. Joe slept for 36 hours straight, Annette, like out cold. We woke him basically to get in his seizure meds and meds to bring down the fever, but that was it. Whereas Lukey's kind of dragged on for like just shy of, well, a week and a half. And he went to school his first day back and then came home and went to bed. Like that even wiped him out. Okay. There, we're in. Okay, so we've got that part put together, okay? Now we need to die cut. There's that. There's that. Do you guys know that my brother, okay, he's probably not on anymore. He's probably gotten off. He probably just peeked in while I was on. He actually lives close to me right now. He's moved back down here to the coast. He's not living up by my mom and dad anymore. And I feel like he should come over for a weekly stamping session. Yeah? What do you think? Okay. I'm going to leave this card alone for a sec. Let's get our bits. And let's die cut. I think it's this one. Is it you? I don't know. Oh, my chair's in my way. Thankfully, my hubby didn't get my cold. He's kind of a baby when he's sick. You know what? I have to say, none of them, like, they are pretty good. This part, did anyone else find this part quite comical, trying to get stamps lined up when you're do. She gets it. There it goes. It took me a sec. Okay. Shift. I would normally have put in my magnetic plate for this just because my hands are not fantabulous, but we're going to give it a go. Push down. There we go. Please, Pete. Oh, he's crisp. He's cute. We're going to do oh, did it move? I had it. It's okay. It's not perfect. Just don't judge. I'm not redoing it. I'm too tired. Too lazy tonight. Okay, so I am switching this out just because I can't. I can't even, people. I do have just a I have this one. And it is, my hands are just, I hate them. I hate my hands. Is that a bad thing? There's the die. We're good. We're going to do another one. No judging. Okay, good. Thank you. This is, if you said to me, what is the only thing you would like Stampin' Up! To perfect? I want us to have a magnetic plate. I can't be the only person who struggles with jiggly hands. And so I know they've tried so hard, and it hurt my heart for them this last time when it went and didn't work. So I was like, come on. Like they thought it out. Like, wait, it was super solid. Yeah, it just opted not to work. Hi, Dot. Now, I didn't get, sorry, I should have put a post up on Monday night. I did not get to do my Mystery Monday, or just even, Mystery to Me Monday. Let's try again on a stamp. I went and did Christmas cards with a guide group. Yes, one day. Use painter's tape, yes. But, okay, here's the part, Carla. I am with you. It absolutely works. I'm lazy. And I will admit it. I am the first one to tell you I am too lazy to pull out painter's tape every time. And so that's where my issue comes from. I love the ease of use of a magnetic platform. But I get it. Use cheap Post-it notes. Absolutely. Which magnetic plate, Chris, are you using? Did you get a Stampin' Up! One that hasn't packed it in? I think my issue is my quantity of usage, right? Like I use it so much that you found out very quickly that it wasn't going to hang around. Like I think I was within 2 weeks. I prepared for a class and then I was hooped. And I do like, go. Me too, I buy it, but I don't use it. Yes, I know. Okay. And a final one. There we go. That's the one I have to hide because it's got the little goob in it. Okay. See if we can put this together, and let's see if it's as pretty in person. Now, it does have, the gold, what's it called? Elegant trim. That's the words I was looking for. It has that on it. Okay, so it kind of goes like this, and it goes like this. And then it goes a little bit like this. Ooh, maybe I'm going to swap these based on where you are. We'll see. Okay, you're going to go there. You're going to come up a bit higher. And then your little friend is going to come. Oh, it's very pretty, you guys. Just like this. Hi, Case. Old says X1. Yeah, I still have that one. Big Shot Going Strong, so able to use the original magnetic plate. I know. But do you ever find, Mare, we always used to giggle about that in classes, that like it was like the plate was possessed sometimes and things would dance around based on where the magnets were. We did get a kick out of that. I'm like, no, it doesn't want you to do it right there. Your plate has other plans for you. Okay. Elegant trim. You know what? I don't want to use it. It's too thick for me. I'm going to use something that you're going to be in shock and awe and go, why does she still have that? Or maybe I'm not. No, I lied. I'm not. I thought I was. I thought I still had my gold. The thread we had? I do. I have some at the lake. I don't have it here. I like the thickness of it, but that's okay. I'll use the gold trim that I'm supposed to use. That was the universe's way of saying, no, you're not. I'm going to go look this one up. I love how you're giving sneak peeks. I know. Okay, but this was one we could have ordered after On Stage, and my God, it was pretty. My husband keeps fixing. Okay, Case, you have to love our husbands, right? Like the two of them, Casey and I, we both giggle. The two of them jump in and like, I've got that. And so Sean does too. He heats it up, he removes it, then he readheres it, and then it's good for, but he said it's to do with the metal and the foam, the way that they don't glue together properly. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's take you. And just cheating me. Yes. So on Monday night, I did Christmas cards with a guides group. So sweet. It was actually the mom who had asked me to come do it with them is the mom of a student I taught last year. My God, I love those kids. They were unreal. And so 1, 2, 3, 4 of my girls that I taught last year were there. So that was a blast. And they've done card making with me in class, and they loved it. And so they were doing it, and they were like my little helpers. So they were showing kids how to use the Stamparatus, and like it was quite adorable. Okay, Steel Plus, where are you, friend? Dimensionals, got them? Check. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go foop. Whoa, not like that. Man, I got a little bit too excited. Foop, okay? You missed Girl Guides. I know. You can't, and you're done. They're like, no, I'm done. So we've got our flower. I did stick on some Seal Plus on the back. The reason I use Seal Plus is I'm going to take a bit of this, like that. It's probably too much. I might end up removing one loop from it, but that's okay. Sorry, reaching over, getting my armpit. Like this. Okay. And then we'll take this and we're going to go like this. Now, the good part about doing this is you can actually kind of adjust it however you would like it. So here I can, you can adjust your loops. They don't have to be as huge as I'm doing them right now. And then that's going to work in there. Perfect. Okay, double dimensional. But I am not good. Like, the people that do the perfect loops on the back and it's all like, no, not me. I am a seal and slap. That's my technique. What do you do, Ange? I seal it and slap it. Okay, there we go. This little baby is going to go on just... Why am I frozen? No, don't be frozen. It's there. It's not frozen. Okay, I panicked. I was like, where did it go? So now their flowers, I think, tilted on a different angle. But in general, you get the gist, and it's stinking beautiful. Different time. Woo woo. Hi, Heather Woodcock. Okay, so there you go. Like, you guys, spectacular. Now, I've been on for 40 minutes, okay? Wasn't frozen for you. Good, just frozen my end. I've been on for 40 minutes, but I messed around with the sound for the first 10. So 30 minutes, start to finish, even with that intricate background that we put on and two-tone stamping and like the two-step stamping, like lots of little bits to this. This is not like a simple card, but it still was only that amount of time. So it did work and quite beautifully. So there you go. I'm in love. Oh, I love this background, you guys. Oh, like it's spectacular. Okay, so tomorrow, I think I will do a paper pumpkin alternative tomorrow night. I do have interviews again tomorrow, but I should be good. I think I will aim for 5:36. Just watch. I'll give you an update closer. I feel like this is a good time. Lots of us are able to get on. So what is the background? The background is from the same die set, sweetie. So in that Flora die set that matches, this is the one, there's this one huge background die in it, as well as all the ones that go with the flowers and the leaves. So quite spectacular. So here, I'll show you here. You can see it. There is my two-tone Flora. Okay. And then it had the coordinating dies. There you go. What did you wipe over the sentiment before stamping it? Great question. Okay. So Linda, like the nail buffing brushes that they would use before, they don't now, they're too expensive, but when you would go and get a manicure, these are fabulous. I run them all over all of my red rubber stamps before I ink them up. Just the first time. I don't have to do it again after today. But what it does is it just makes sure that I remove the film that's on them when they're kind of processing and when they're making them. Okay. So I can look at you here. And I'm looking sideways here. There's a lot of Ange there. I'm super sorry. It's a lot of purple you're seeing. What was the cardstock color? Yes, it is Petal Pink. So we used Petal Pink on the cardstock. We used our gold, like the specialty foil. So it's the mixed pack. This is kind of like the matte gold almost. And then my ink colors in here, I used Petal Pink and Calypso Coral. And then I used a little bit of Daffodil Delight blends to color in the center and to add a little bit of color on the flower, you can even see. And then I just used my Evening Evergreen and my Soft Succulent for my branches. Okay. There. Have an awesome evening, my dears. And I will see you all tomorrow. I can't wait. Again, I'm sorry that I passed out on you all. I apologize. Have an awesome evening, and I will see you all later.